What's happening in the property market is probably the question I've been asked the most in the past week. So if you are wondering what is actually happening in the market rather than what the media are reporting, then here's your Medway property market update for October. A lot of things in the world are media-led, doom and gloom with nothing but bad news. The increasing prices of petrol dominated the news just a few months back, but now no mention of the prices coming down whatsoever. The property market will always be driven by mortgage interest rates and supply and demand. There's no doubt mortgage interest rates have increased this year in line with the Bank of England base rate rise, and they will almost certainly continue to do so. What this means is the property owners will pay more per month for their property. The lending criteria hasn't changed, and the amount of money the lenders are prepared to loan hasn't changed. And it also has been widely reported that mortgage products have been pulled from the market, but this does happen all the time, it's just not so highly reported on. If you are a seller and you have agreed a sale and your buyer has not yet received their mortgage offer, then make sure to check in with your estate agent to ensure your buyer is able to still get the mortgage they intended to at the start of the process. This is backed up by the Medway property sales that fell through over the last few months. In August, 1,501 sales aborted, but only 1,460 in September. On top of that, we've been given a stamp duty relief in the past week, which will help buyers and sellers alike, but it seems only the bad news will be reported on your screens. Over the past few years, the Medway property market has experienced a historic low for mortgage interest rates and properties for sale, and a historic high for demands to purchase. This means we have been in a market that we'll likely never experience again in our lifetimes. Zoopla reports on the difference on September last year versus this year and the national 5-year average. In September last year, buyer demand was up 23% versus the 5-year average. In the same month this year, buyer demand decreased by 15%, but still 8% up on the 5-year average. The number of sales agreed was 10% above the 5-year average September last year, and this year 3% above the 5-year average. The stock of homes for sale was 31% down versus the 5-year average in 2021, and in September this year 21% down on the 5-year average. Less than 6% of properties for sale were reduced by 5% in September, and average asking prices increased by 0.7%, bringing house price growth to 8.2. A slight decrease in buyer demand and a slight increase in properties for sale will naturally cause a change to market conditions, but we are still very much in a seller's market. We've gone from a boiling pot of water bubbling over the sides to a pot of water that's still too hot to put your hand in, but it's just not boiling over the sides anymore. Ultimately, buyers and sellers have to listen to activity. If you're a buyer and your offer has not been accepted and another buyer is prepared to offer more, that property will probably be sold to the other buyer. If you're a seller and you've received just one offer with no other interest in your property, you must listen to the market and the buyer intel. And remember, any changes in prices will be relative in respect of your onward purchase. I can only report on the sales I've agreed since the week commencing the 26th of September, but both properties were sold above the list price with multiple buyers making offers, which suggests the rise in interest rates has not yet affected buyers' spending power. I hope this has helped you with any uncertainty you may have surrounding the Medway property market, and if you have any questions at all, please comment below or contact me on 07557 783 325. Speak to your local agent before believing the media. I'm here to make your move happen, and as the business owner, I promise a highly proactive, motivated and honest approach.